Welcome to the virtual public meeting on the proposed improvements of I-35 in Polk and Story counties. The purpose of today's meeting is to provide a project overview of the I-35 widening and bridge replacements. The presentation will inform you on the progress to date, review the right-of-way that will need to be acquired for construction, discuss the schedule and next steps, and then open the meeting up to public comments and questions. The project is located on I-35 from just south of Northeast 36th Street to 3 miles north of Iowa 210 in Polk and Story counties. As you can see, traffic on I-35 has seen consistent growth over the last 4 decades. Even though traffic saw a noticeable decrease in 2020 due to the pandemic, traffic volumes are still expected to increase in the future. The I-35 project will improve safety and traveler mobility for current and future traffic. The current roadway is a 4-lane divided rural interstate highway with a 50-foot median. The improvements will add an additional lane in each direction to provide additional capacity to meet current and future traffic demand and update infrastructure which has reached the end of its useful life. The improvements will include full reconstruction and widening from 4 lanes to 6 lanes with a slight alignment shift to the west of the existing alignment. In addition to the widening of I-35, the interchanges at Iowa 210 and Northeast 126th will be reconstructed. Overhead and mainline interstate bridges within the construction limits will also be replaced. The public engagement process began in 2016 and 2 subsequent meetings were held in 2017 and 2018. The first public meeting introduced those in attendance to the project and gathered initial feedback. The second meeting introduced 2 alternative layouts to shift I-35 to make room for 6 lanes. The last public meeting in 2018 discussed the westerly shift alternative for widening I-35. This alternative is now the one being carried forward to construction. Since the last public meeting, the project team has received environmental clearance from the Federal Highway Administration and begun the process of construction staging. The following graphic shows how construction staging is expected to progress in the coming years. The yellow and purple lines indicate that either grading or paving will be taking place. Year 1 of construction will see southbound I-35 beginning to be constructed to 3 lanes. Additionally, the 126th Street interchange, 142nd Street bridge, County Road E63, and the Heart of Iowa Nature Trail will also be reconstructed. The southbound I-35 traffic will remain on the existing lanes of I-35 except for segments at 126th, 142nd, and County Road E63 where temporary runarounds will be constructed to make room for the construction team working on the bridges. Year 2 of construction will see a portion of the corridor completed, which is indicated in green. The remaining southbound lanes on the north end of the corridor will continue to be reconstructed. The Iowa 210 interchange and 158th Street bridge will also be reconstructed. Temporary tie-ins will be built at 158th Street and Iowa 210 to make room for construction crews. Years 3 and 4 will see a shift in construction with the northbound lanes of I-35 being torn out and widened to 3 lanes. During this time, northbound lanes of I-35 will run on the old southbound lanes. Temporary ramp tie-ins will be constructed so that the access to 126th Street and Iowa 210 will be maintained. After the northbound lanes are built, permanent ramp tie-ins will be constructed to connect the new alignment with the interchanges at 126th Street and Iowa 210. It is important to note that the construction staging maintains 2 lanes in each direction of I-35 for the entirety of construction. Temporary ramp and bridge closures over I-35 will be necessary as construction crews replace the structures. Not all bridges in the project area will be closed at the same time during construction. Detours will be available during these closures to assist motorists with wayfinding. The following graphic reflects the cost and timeline for construction according to the latest 5-year highway program. Construction is expected to begin in 2023 and run through 2026. The total cost for the project is approximately $147 million. Costs, right-of-way limits, and project timeline may shift as the planning process progresses towards construction. The aerial maps shown on the next several slides provide details on the right-of-way needed for construction. The current image displays the southern limit of the corridor with I-35 running horizontal across the middle of the slide. The lines highlighted in yellow and red indicate proposed widening and bridge replacements. Right-of-way is shown in the light blue shade. Most of the required right-of-way is located adjacent to the west of Interstate 35. There is also land surrounding the interchanges at 126th Street and Iowa 210 that will also need to be acquired. The right-of-way maps that are being shown can be seen in greater detail by visiting the meeting page on the project website. Progressing north along the I-35 corridor, this is the proposed right-of-way needed surrounding the 126th Street interchange. Here is the proposed right-of-way needed around 142nd Street. Rest area. (158th Street). Iowa 210. Just north of Iowa 210 and surrounding the Heart of Iowa Nature Trail. Surrounding County Road E63 and approaching the northern limits of the corridor. The following aerial displays the right-of-way surrounding the 126th Street interchange. This aerial displays the right-of-way surrounding the Iowa 210 interchange. Again, visit the Public Information Meeting page after the meeting has concluded to view these right-of-way maps in greater detail. The next step in the process is for right-of-way agents to contact property owners between September 2021 and January 2022. Thank you for your time and attention. We will now open the meeting up to questions and comments from the public.